Are you ready to unmute your power? Are you sick and tired of being told to shut up? Welcome to Something to Say with me, Shae, because silence is no longer an option. This is not just a podcast, it's a revolution. This is for the women who are done tolerating mediocrity, done biting their tongues, and done playing small. With bold truths and unfiltered insights, I'll help you rip off that proverbial muzzle, put your stake in the ground, and take back the power you were told to suppress. You were never meant to be silent. The world is waiting to hear your voice. It's time to speak up, and speaking up starts now. Hello, friends, and welcome back to Something to Say. I am Shae. Today's episode isn't planned. It's not scripted and it's not polished. It's kind of the point. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling this I almost say fool every time, full moon energy. And I'm not super deep into astrology, but I do feel energy deeply. And this full moon is about truths coming to surface. So there is little space left in this universe for lies and deception and getting away with bad behavior anymore. That's where this planet is going. And I love it. But for me, this full moon energy has this pull to it for me to stop hiding behind perfection and to just show up messy and human. And that's what I'm doing right now. I am crossing this threshold between being safe and being seen. And yesterday I had this feeling just all day that everything I touched was going wrong. I couldn't focus and I kept making all these tiny mistakes. I had this awful sense that something big was about to explode. So I literally just stopped working. I didn't want something big to go bad or go wrong. So I just stopped. And it hit me that that's what fear of exposure feels like, that we want to stop before things go bad and we want to protect ourselves. The fear that if I messed up something, I would lose credibility or love or worth or clients or something. But maybe that's the lie that has kept so many of us small. I used to have this recurring dream. And I didn't want to tell anyone about it because it's a really weird dream. I was always somewhere outside of my home. And I always had to go to the bathroom really bad, just really bad. And I would run to the nearest bathroom. Sometimes that bathroom would be out of order. And sometimes it was full. In fact, one dream was when I ran into the bathroom, it was full of every woman I knew in my personal and professional life. Every single woman was in that bathroom. And in that dream and in every dream, what I did was I would pull my pants down to pee, but it would be in front of people or I would get caught. It's a strange dream. And I could not for the life of me figure out what the message was. So I didn't tell anyone, but I did share it with one friend. And he said, maybe you were afraid of being exposed. And that made sense, but I had nothing I was hiding. So I was like, yeah, that makes sense. But there's nothing I don't want anybody to know about me. I'm kind of an open book. But now I get it. It was about the fear of being seen, really, really seen. The fear of being messy, that I make mistakes, that I say the wrong thing, that I don't always respond properly in the moment. When it comes to death, I almost always say the wrong thing to people who are grieving. And so I tend to not say anything or don't send cards or flowers because I want my cards or flowers to be the best cards and flowers they get. And so I don't send any in the long run because I wait too long. So it's this fear of maybe it's this fear of being mediocre, of being common. I don't know, but there was that dream. And the thing is, here's the truth. People don't connect to our perfection. It's not about being perfect. They connect to our humanity. And maybe in all of those dreams, I was trying to show people that I'm just like them, or maybe I was trying to show myself that I'm just like, we're all the same. We all have to use the bathroom. And we all have to pull our pants down to do it. So I want to do something imperfect on this show right now. I am going to connect to my higher self, my source, and I'm going to let them share messages with you all through me. There may be a lot of silence. I don't know. And I'm going to be looking down at my journal because that's often how I receive messages is through automatic writing. But this is how I am moving out of this space of perfection into presence, into the realness of who I am, because being connected to source and getting messages from spirit is my way of life, really. It has what has gotten me from where I used to be to where I am. And if you don't know me or you don't know the real me, you may not realize that what I mean by that is I went from a place of self-destruction and chaos internally, a lot of anger and resentment, um, to a place of true inner peace, a place of not needing anyone's validation or approval or permission, a place of being led by God every day. And sometimes that looks really scary. Sometimes that looks like being unemployed for a year and a half and having to cash in some savings. And sometimes it looks like miracles. And to me, that's what makes life worth living. It makes life fun and exciting. And this is where we grow the most. So, whew, I really let you all into who I am with all of that. So I'm going to start with the prayer that I always start with. And thank you for being here. Thank you, Spirit Guides, for assisting me in being a clear channel for your messages and your guidance. And may all who hear this be filled with your light and feel your love and peace. Today is a day of reckoning for all who wish to participate. Truth is your friend. Many of you are scared because it exposes you. Your truth, your secrets, your emptiness, your loneliness and sadness, and the depth of that is further than you even want to admit. Loving yourself requires truth. There is nowhere else to go but to be yourself. That's your paradise. That's your heaven. The truth of you and who you really are. Jamie once wrote, when she was asked to write her fears, her deepest fears, she wrote, "The truth of who I am." And she's been on a journey of discovering who she is ever since she wrote that. Endless love lives there within you. that masks keep you from knowing true love. Love is not something you control. Life is not to be controlled, planned, coordinated. It's to be experienced, to feel all the feelings, not just joy and bliss, but also sadness and pain. Your happiness is a matter of choice. So is your sadness and the depth of pain you experience. How do you want to feel? Many of us want to be right and feel holier than thou. How do you want to feel? That will lead you to the right choice in every situation. If you want to feel loved, what options do you have in this moment, at this time? If you want to feel successful, what steps, what options, what opportunities are in front of you to take advantage of? Do you have discernment on what is right and what is a detour? Do you trust yourself to know what is right for you, what is best for you, what will get you to your destination fastest? Is that what you want? To arrive at your destination fast? Or do you want to experience life along the way? To see and experience the beauty of what it feels like to be alive. What is your destination? What is your destiny? Do you know? Do you want to know? Or do you want to follow the signs along the path and find your way to your destination? There's a scenic route. I have this vision of like Ragbri right now. Um, and I just got chills. Oof. I've never done RAGBRAI, but I know it's a bunch of people on bikes, stopping at bars, sleeping outside, stopping at people's homes, and there's people who sponsor, I think, their home or allow their home to be used for overnight, and it's a long trip, and I hear it's a lot of fun. So I'm smiling while I write this because I'm feeling what it feels like, what they want us to feel like on this journey toward our destination. And it's supposed to be fun and filled with laughter. And there's turns and twists that are unexpected. And that's the point. It's part of the journey is to not know what's up ahead. Your power is in your ability to choose your response to those twists and turns, to the unexpected paths that appear, to the forks in the road. Which way will you go? With the crowd or on your own? If you know that the path least traveled is for you, will you still follow the crowd? Your power is in your decisions and your choices on what you want to experience. The people you surround yourself with have a heavy part in your experience. They can change your destination. They can change your experience. They can cloud your view on what is for you and what is not. There are people out there who are energy vampires, and I have a vision of a leech. People who need your energy to survive, to thrive. They need you to feel a certain way in order for their identity to stay intact. This is part of the masks that are falling away, the truth's being exposed. Part of loving yourself is being brave enough to see who these people are and moving away from them and not letting them change our destiny. Our destiny. One way of knowing who these people are is if they take your choices away from you, because that is your power. That is where power is in our choice to choose. That is free will. If someone takes your choices away from you, these are the people you want to move away from. How do they do that? How do they take choices away from you? They take choices away from you by making you feel certain things, making you feel bad, making you feel guilt, making you feel shame, making you feel embarrassed, making you feel less than, making you feel that you can't make it without them, or that you will be alone and lonely without them. People who take away your choices are the people you need to move away from, because they are taking your power, leaving you powerless. But you're not. You're not powerless. Your power is in your choices, and you always have the choice to take your choices back. You always can take your power back by making the choice to make choices. They make us believe we don't have a choice, but we always, always, always have a choice. Sometimes the choice is dangerous. It can put us in a dangerous place. So this is where discernment comes in. You need to know when the time is right. You need to create a circle, circle, protection, people, place, prayers. Your power and your choices also determine who you want to show up as in the world. At every moment, you choose to be um, your lower self or your higher self. Your higher self will always choose the path that is of love toward yourself first, then others. Loving others from a higher perspective will never be about sacrificing your own good or your own safety. We've been taught that that's true. But you cannot truly love others if you do not know how to love yourself. And we're not taught how to love ourselves. And we're taught that loving ourselves and putting ourselves first is selfish. Sanctity, sanctity. I just keep hearing sanctity. Your peace begins with presence. Your presence requires awareness, fully coming into your body. It's like spidey sense. It's like all of your senses are firing at the same time. You are fully aware of where you are, what you're doing, what you smell, what you hear, what you see, what you think, all at the same time. It's being online. Presence is like being online, fully online. It's like having all the noise, but still feeling yourself at the center, at your core. This is a gift and it takes practice. This is This is how you can develop discernment in what is for you and what is not, because you will be able to feel it, sense it, know it, hear it, feel it. And then you just have to trust. without validation. Learning to trust yourself without outside validation other than your own body telling you your body is your vessel of truth. It is your GPS when we're on that rag-bride path, that joyride, and you come to a fork in the road, your body will tell you which path is for you. And the path for you is not always the easiest path. It's the path for your greatest growth and your greatest good. And that will always include some pain and discomfort. But it will also include joy and happiness and bliss and freedom. Because truth is freedom. Nothing can give you freedom like truth does. And that's it. That's all the messages I've got. This was an amazing experience for me. I hope I don't even know half of what I said because I'm not here when that happens. I step aside, but I'm going to listen back, and I hope that you found something inspirational in there. I hope you found something insightful, and I hope that me being raw and real and sharing this part of myself gives you permission to stop hiding whatever parts of yourself you feel weird about. So thank you, and have a blessed day. I'll see you next time.
You've been listening to Something to Say with me, Jamie Shae, because silence is no longer an option. Catch me live every first and third Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific, on transformationtalkradio.com to learn how you too can rip off your proverbial muzzle. Silence was never your destiny. It's time to speak up. Subscribe to my channel to listen first when new episodes drop. Follow me on social media and visit guidedbyjamie.com to join the community that has something to say.